Imagine this. You're a retiree who worked hard your whole life. One afternoon, your phone rings. A man with a serious voice says he's from the IRS helpline. He tells you there's a problem with your taxes. He says you owe money, or worse, you're getting a big refund, but you must act now. He sounds official. He even knows your social security number. Scared and confused, you follow his instructions. You send money, you share your bank details. Within hours, your entire life savings, your pension, your retirement fund is gone. This nightmare is happening right now to thousands of American seniors. Fake IRS scammers are targeting pensioners every single day. They pretend to be helpful government agents. They use fear, urgency, and official-sounding language to steal everything you worked for. These criminals don't care that you're on a fixed income. They don't care if you're a widow or a veteran. They only want your hard-earned money. And they're getting smarter, using real IRS details, spoofed phone numbers, and pressure tactics that make you panic and act fast. But here's the truth every senior must know today. The real IRS will never call you demanding immediate payment. They will never ask for gift cards, wire transfers, or crypto. They will never threaten you with arrest over the phone. In this video, I'm exposing exactly how these IRS imposters operate, the red flags you must watch for, the tricks they use on seniors, and most importantly, the simple steps you can take right now to protect your pension and savings from these heartless scammers. Stay with me. Your retirement could depend on it. So let me tell you exactly how these scammers are operating, because once you hear the full picture, you'll never fall for it. The phone rings, and the voice on the other end sounds so professional, so confident. He says his name is Agent Michael Reynolds from the IRS Tax Fraud Department. He even gives you a fake badge number and a phone number that looks real when you search it quickly. He tells you there's been a serious issue with your tax return from last year. Maybe he says you claimed something wrong, or worse, someone stole your identity and filed taxes in your name. The tone gets serious fast. He says if you don't fix it immediately, federal agents could show up at your door or freeze your bank account. That kind of fear hits hard, especially when you're living on a fixed pension and every dollar counts for groceries, medicine, and keeping the lights on. What makes this so dangerous is how personal they make it. These scammers have done their homework. They might already know your full name, your address, the last 4 digits of your social security number, and even details about your pension or social security payments. They get this information from data breaches, old mailing lists, or even social media posts where people share too much. Once they have that, they sound completely legitimate. You start thinking, how would he know all this if he wasn't real? That's exactly the trap. A retired teacher in Florida told me she almost sent $10,000 because the man on the phone knew the exact amount of her monthly pension check. She was shaking when she hung up and called her daughter right away. Thank goodness she did, because that money was supposed to last her through the year. Let me paint an even clearer picture of how the conversation usually goes. The scammer starts friendly, like he's on your side. He says the IRS wants to help you resolve this quickly and quietly. Then he drops the bomb. He claims you owe several $1,000s in back taxes plus penalties. He might even say there's an arrest warrant out in your name. The pressure builds fast. He tells you that you can avoid all this trouble if you pay right now using a wire transfer, gift cards, or cryptocurrency. Sometimes they even offer to send someone to your house to collect cash. Can you imagine? A real government agency would never ask for payment that way. But in the moment, when your heart is racing and you're worried about losing your home or going to jail, it's easy to miss those red flags. I've heard so many heartbreaking stories from seniors just like you. One gentleman in Ohio, a 78-year-old veteran, was told he was getting a big refund of over $12,000, but needed to pay a small processing fee first. He sent the fee through Bitcoin because the scammer said it was the only safe way. Of course, the refund never came, and the money disappeared forever. Another lady in Texas lost her entire savings in one afternoon because the caller claimed her bank account had been compromised by identity thieves and she needed to move her pension money to a secure IRS account. She followed the instructions step by step, transferring everything, only to realize later it went straight to the scammers. These aren't isolated cases. This is happening daily across the country, and pensioners are the main target, because scammers know many seniors have retirement accounts, own their homes, and often live alone. The scary part is how sophisticated they've become. They use technology to spoof phone numbers, so it looks like the call is coming from a real IRS office in Washington. Some even play hold music or background sounds of an office to make it feel official. They might send follow-up text messages with fake links that look like IRS forms. If you click, malware can get into your phone and steal more information. They also work in teams. One person calls to scare you, another calls later pretending to be from your bank confirming the transaction. It creates this false sense of legitimacy that makes you lower your guard. I want you to really understand this, because knowledge is your best defense. The real Internal Revenue Service almost never calls people out of the blue demanding money. If they need to contact you, they send letters through the regular mail with official notices. They give you time to respond. They don't threaten immediate arrest or demand payment over the phone. Now, you might be wondering why they target seniors specifically. It's not random. Many retirees have built up savings over decades. They tend to be more trusting and polite on the phone. Some might have hearing difficulties or memory issues that make it harder to catch small lies. Others feel isolated and appreciate someone who sounds helpful and concerned. Scammers exploit all of that. They know that for many seniors, the pension or Social Security check is the only steady income. Losing even a few $1,000s can mean choosing between medicine and food, between paying the electric bill and skipping a doctor visit. That reality makes me angry because these criminals are preying on people who deserve peace and security in their golden years, not constant fear. Let's talk about what you should do the very next time a suspicious call comes in. First, just breathe. Don't panic and don't give any information. Tell the caller you'll call them back and hang up. Then look up the official IRS phone number yourself from a trusted source, like the IRS website, and call that number to verify. 99% of the time, they'll tell you no such case exists. If you're still unsure, talk to a family member or a trusted friend before doing anything. Never send money through wire transfer, gift cards, or crypto because once it's gone, it's almost impossible to get back. The government has recovery programs, but they take time and don't always work. Another important thing to remember is that you have rights. The real IRS has clear rules about how they contact taxpayers. They won't ask for your Social Security number over the phone if they already have it on file. They won't demand payment through unusual methods. If someone is pushing you hard and not giving you time to think, that's a major warning sign. Scammers hate when you slow things down. They want you to act fast while emotions are high. So train yourself to pause. Say something like, "I need to discuss this with my family first." A legitimate agent will understand. A scammer will get angry or try to rush you even more. I also want to share some practical steps you can take today to protect yourself and your loved ones. Start by registering your phone number on the National Do Not Call Registry. It won't stop every scam call, but it reduces them. Consider using a call blocking app on your smartphone. Many are free and can filter out suspicious numbers. If you have family nearby, make a simple plan together. Agree that any big financial decision gets discussed first. Even if you live alone, having one trusted person to call can make all the difference. Teach your grandchildren about these scams too, because sometimes scammers target the whole family by pretending there's an emergency with grandma or grandpa. There's also the emotional side of this that we don't talk about enough. Getting scammed can leave you feeling embarrassed, ashamed, and afraid to tell anyone. Please know this. It can happen to the smartest people. These criminals are professionals who do this every day. They study psychology. They know exactly what buttons to push. If it happens to you or someone you love, reach out for help immediately. Contact your local senior center, call the IRS Inspector General hotline, or file a report with the Federal Trade Commission. The sooner you act, the better chance you have of stopping the thieves and warning others. Looking at the bigger picture, these IRS impersonation scams are part of a larger wave of elder financial abuse happening across America. Criminal groups operate from overseas call centers, making it harder for law enforcement to catch them. But that doesn't mean we're helpless. Every time you hang up on a scammer, every time you warn a neighbor, every time you share this information, you're fighting back. You're protecting not just yourself, but the entire senior community. Your generation worked hard, raised families, served the country, and built this nation. You deserve to enjoy your retirement without living in fear of the next phone call. Let me leave you with this thought. Your savings, your pension, and your peace of mind are worth protecting fiercely. Don't let a smooth-talking stranger on the phone take what you earned over a lifetime. Stay alert, stay skeptical, and stay connected with people who truly care about you. If something feels off, it probably is. Trust that gut feeling that has guided you through so many years already. You've made it this far by being careful and wise. Keep using that same wisdom now. The next time your phone rings and someone claims to be from the IRS, remember this conversation. Remember the stories, the tactics, and the simple ways to stay safe. Share this video with your friends at the senior center, with your church group, with your bridge club. The more seniors know, the harder it becomes for these criminals to succeed. You have the power to protect yourself and to look out for each other. That's what communities do best. Thank you for watching and for caring enough to learn how to fight back against these scams. Your retirement is precious. Guard it well. If you found this helpful, please hit that like button and subscribe so we can keep bringing you more important information just like this. Drop a comment below and tell me if you've ever received one of these calls. Let's support each other and stay safe together. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next video where we'll talk about even more ways to keep your hard-earned money secure.